Hello, welcome to another video with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Now in today's video I'm actually a little excited because I wanted to record this video already for the entire year, but somehow I always had something else come up. Well, now finally it's the time to share with you my favorite credit card that pretty much made me more than $1,000 during the last 11 months or so that I've been using it. And those selected few among you that are either fortunate or unfortunate enough to know me personally might now expect to hear me babbling about our American Express Platinum card. Well, you are wrong. While I love this card and it's definitely my number 2 among all the credit cards we'll have, what I'm going to show you today is actually much better. And I don't mean that you're going to see a credit card that's more prestigious, harder to get, or costs more in yearly fees. No, what I'm going to show you is a credit card that if you are in one of the supported countries, that's the only catch there is, you can actually get for free, and that with almost every purchase will give you money back. And the card I'm going to talk about is the Crypto.com credit card, from which by now I actually have 2 because they're different tiers, but we'll get to that throughout the video. Now first things first, why am I actually making this video? As said, it's been on my list for a very long time because I think the Crypto.com credit card is one of the best things anyone can get out there. Because when you have to pay for things like groceries, for example, or maybe buying a new Xbox or whatever else you spend money on, it's nice to get money back. You'll anyway have to pay, so why not pay less by getting cash back? And that's exactly what the Crypto.com card does for you. Now, I'm not going to lure you in by telling you that you can get up to 8% cash back, because I highly doubt that anyone watching this video has enough cash to actually get the 8% cashback card. But the good news is, even for free, you already can receive 1% cashback. And with a, in my opinion, still reasonable small amount, you can receive 2% cashback. And after some time saving, or if you want to buy a little bit more crypto, you can actually get 3 or 5% cashback. And for those of you that are not going to watch the video till the end, I'm just gonna take one thing away. If you think that what I'm saying here is bullshit, well, I've opened up my Crypto.com app here, and when we're in the app, I can push the button in the bottom center and then basically go to rewards, and you will see 2 things. First of all, I've already told 8 of my friends about Crypto.com and they signed up and also requested at least a 2% cashback card. So I got $200 in total referral bonus, and each of them also got $25, which by the way, you can do as well if you use the link in the pinned comment or description down below and then enter the referral code that you can find there as well. Once you request a 2% or higher cashback card, which is not for free and will require some minor investment, which we're going to cover in the rest of the video, you will then also receive $25 worth of CRO coins, basically as a thank you or a referral bonus. However, that's obviously not the important part that I want to get to. And also below the $6 in pay rewards that I got, which is just another amazing feature that Crypto.com offers, is not what I want to show you here, but the important part is the card cashback of $1,180.51. Now our Crypto.com card here is the 3% cashback card, which means for pretty much every purchase we actually receive 3% cashback in crypto. Which means since we have our Crypto.com card, which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, should be around 10 months because we got it around November last year, we actually made $1,180 in cashback, so simply by paying for things. For example, during this year, we upgraded our cameras in the studio. So from cheap old webcams that we used for pretty much the first 1.5 or almost 2 years of our YouTube careers, we upgraded to proper cameras, which was a substantial investment of around $5,000, while then we got 3% cashback back on that. In addition to that, we also had some dentist treatments that were a little bit more expensive. Well, and luckily enough, our dentist also accepts credit card, and we also get cash back on that. And in our daily life, well, the grocery stores we order at or we go to personally, and also all the restaurants we go to are pretty much covered by the cashback. So every time we pay for something, or almost every time, we actually receive money back, and that builds up our crypto holdings over time. Because while the app shows $1,180.51 in cashback, our actual cashback is higher because some of that cashback we received when CRO coins were valued at below 10 cents per coin, where right now they are at 14 cents or something like that per coin, which means the cashback also increased in value because we did not sell those CRO coins, which is not reflected here. So our effective cashback might as well be already close close to $2,000. It's really hard to say without looking at all the cashback transactions where we received crypto and then looking at how those specific small crypto amounts developed over time. And with that, you might now understand why I love this card so much, even more than our American Express Platinum card. And the reason for that is, while I usually spend time optimizing our expenses or thinking about how we can make more money, it's way easier to find ways how you can save money. Now, one option would be to just spend less money, but it's obviously an even better option when you can spend the same amount, but in return you get cash back. I know that if you're within the US or in other countries as well, there might be very specific credit cards that offer you more cash back in specific circumstances. And this video is not about discussing if the Crypto.com card's cashback is better than other cards' cashback or something like that. If you have a card in your country that pays you more cashback than what you would get with Crypto.com, well then obviously go for it and congratulations to you. But I think for most people the Crypto.com card is the best choice. First of all, because it's easy to get. It's not a credit card, but a debit card, which means you don't have a line of credit, but you basically put money on the card that you can then spend, and then from those expenses you can get cash back. And further of all, obviously, because in my videos on this channel we are covering a lot of crypto projects, well, it's a card that actually gives you crypto, so you have more and more crypto over time that you can either hodl or, as said, exchange into other cryptocurrencies or sell for fiat currencies like US dollars or euro. And if you now want to get a card, as said, the only restriction is if your country is supported. I'm not going to say which countries are supported because that might change over time and I want to keep this video as up to date as possible. So therefore you'll just have to try using the link in the description down below or the first pinned comment. As said, also copy the referral code that you find there so that if you ever decide to go for the 2% or higher cashback card, you receive $25 in referral rewards and you'll just have to give it a try. The important part, however, is the 1% cashback card is free, which means you don't have to buy any crypto or commit in any way. You'll just have to follow the instructions after you sign up to basically request your card. You might have to undergo obviously a KYC verification to prove that you are who you say you are and that you live where you say you live and so on, but I think that's a given. And then eventually you will receive your 1% Crypto.com cashback card, and you'll then, depending on your country, the methods will vary, will have to deposit money, so charge the card so you can then spend it with the card, and then in return you start earning cash back. And so with everything you pay for, you suddenly start to slowly build up your crypto holdings, which in my opinion is an amazing thing. But I already mentioned it, there are more benefits to it. I want to quickly show you all of them. And for that, I've already opened up the Crypto.com website here, and we are on the cards page. And here you have some animations that talk about that there are no annual fees and so on. But that's not what we want to see. We actually want to scroll down and see the comparison. And as mentioned before, the cashback that you receive from each card ranges from 1% to a total of 8%. And as mentioned also, the first 1% cashback card is free, but as you can see below, it does not offer any additional benefits. The 2% card, however, comes with an additional benefit besides getting one more extra percent in cashback, and that would be that you get a reimbursement on your Spotify subscription. Now, while it says 100% here, it actually is limited to, I think, $10 per month or $12 per month, but it is sufficiently to pay for your premium Spotify subscription, which means the only thing you'll have to do then is basically use your Crypto.com card as the payment method in Spotify, and it will charge your Crypto.com card. And instead of just getting 2% cash back on that Spotify payment, you will actually receive the entire payment or up to $10 or $12 worth of the payment in CRO coins as cashback, which is really a great thing. Now, personally, I would not use Spotify in my private life because I don't see a reason to pay for it because we're mostly at home and have a web radio and so on. But because we can get it for free in quotes with Crypto.com, we actually also are now using Spotify. However, which also brings me to an important point. From the $1,180 of cashback that you saw within my Crypto.com app, well, 10 months times $10 of Spotify payments would be $100 of that cashback are actually Spotify reimbursements, which is not technically cashback because, as said, if we wouldn't have the Crypto.com card, I would not use Spotify at all. However, I consider this more as a payment plan. I pay in quotes or save in quotes $10 every month so that I save in crypto, so I buy CRO coins indirectly, and as a bonus I get Spotify for free, which is actually a nice thing to have. I just wouldn't pay the $10 for it if I would have to actually pay it. Hope that makes sense. If not, well, can't help you, still gonna move on. Which brings up the question, what do you have to do to actually receive the 2% cashback card or any of the other higher cards instead of getting the free 1% cashback card? And the answer is mentioned here where it says $400. Now it's not like with our American Express Platinum card, for example, where we pay a yearly fee to actually be able to use the American Express services and everything the card has to offer. No, this is not an expense that you have to pay, but it means you would need to top up $400 on your Crypto.com app and then buy $400 worth of CRO coins and then request the card. And those coins will be staked, so they will be locked for a 6-month period, or to be more precise, 180 days. Now, once you have those $400 worth of CRO coins locked up in your staking, it does not matter if the price of CRO goes up or down. You won't get CRO back from that instantly, and you will not be required to add additional money to keep it at $400 worth of CRO. It only matters at the time of requesting the card, you need to stake $400 worth of CRO coins. Now, once you do that, as said, they will be locked for 180 days. That, however, also doesn't mean that after the 180 days you will be able to just unstake your coins. To show you a little bit better what the staking actually means, we're going to go back to the Crypto.com app, and here we're just going to go back, and I'll just have to go to accounts, and then here you can see my regular crypto wallet has 10,071.27 CRO right now. Now if I go on that Crypto.com coin, you can see how the price developed, which is obviously quite nice recently over the last 24 hours. And you can see that I have 71.27 CRO available, which I can transfer, for example, or if it's at least 100 CRO exchange. And below that you can see that I have a 10,000 CRO stake, which I could unstake. And those CRO are staked from my side for the Crypto.com 3% cashback card. Now that might be a little bit confusing because I just mentioned that it's $400 worth staking to receive the card. However, back when I requested the card, the requirements were different. It was like specific CRO amounts instead of an dollar amount and then the equivalent in CRO. But as you can see, I could technically press the unstake button to get my 10,000 CRO back. So after you have the staking of, in your case, $400 for the 2% card for 180 days, you could unstake it at any time. But the moment you do that, you would lose the benefits and it would go back to be a 1% cashback card. Now, if we go back to the Crypto.com website, we can also basically simulate that by toggling this here. And you can see the moment you unstake, your 2% card becomes a 1% cashback card. If I were to unstake our 3% cashback card, it would still pay us 1.5% cashback. And if you're on one of the higher cards, which require obviously partially ridiculous investment amounts, well, the 5% cashback card would become a 1.75% cashback card without any staking still going on, and the 8% cashback card would still give a 2% cashback without any staking going on. Now, I don't think that most people watching this video, considering that it now requires $4,000 to get the 3% cashback card and $40,000 to get the 5% cashback card, will actually go for anything higher than the 2% cashback card. But as said, in my opinion, it's already a win for you if you just get the free 1% cashback card if it's available in your country. Because if you then get used to basically charging your Crypto.com card with a certain amount of money and then using the card to pay and getting 1% cashback on most of your purchases, well, you'll actually turn 1% of your expenses into a savings plan. If you're not constantly then exchanging those Crypto.com coins that you receive in cashback into US dollars or euro to spend, but you actually hodl them or you exchange them into other cryptocurrencies that you think will go up in value over time, it's really a great way to put a small amount of money on the side consistently without actually spending any extra money. Now, I know that might even sound too good to be true for some of you, and with the cashback you can also see that it mentions on the website that there is an asterisk next to CRO rewards because not every purchase category is included. For example, gas stations are not covered. However, that only applies if the so-called merchant category code that the gas station has with their credit card payments classifies them as gas station, which usually should be the case, to be honest. And there are also some some online payments that might not trigger a cashback. However, in most cases, in my experience, you will enjoy the 1% cashback, and it's really a great thing to have because you anyway have to pay for things, and this way you pay 1% less and actually build up your crypto savings. And I think that's where we're going to end this video because there is really not much more to say. Like, if you're eligible to get a Crypto.com cashback card, it's in my opinion really a great thing to do. You obviously should do your own research. This is, as always, only my personal opinion and not financial advice. But if you don't get any cashback right now and there are no other credit or debit cards that pay you more cashback, well, then the Crypto.com card kind of makes sense in my personal opinion, because as said, every time you spend money, you have a high chance, if the category of the merchant is covered with the cashback program, to get 1% back and start slowly building up your crypto holdings as well. And to be fair, if it weren't for the cashback card, Crypto.com has so much more to offer beyond it. Not only do they have, in my opinion, great and competitive earn features where you get interest for staking certain currencies or locking them in for a certain period of time, or even having them flexible and still receive interest on them, but they also have a great exchange, the supercharger events, which bring you also additional cryptocurrencies in small amounts, but still. So it's really, in my opinion, one of the great apps, and it's actually my personal main wallet for cryptocurrencies. As mentioned in a video that I made a while back, my secondary wallet for everything that's not supported within Crypto.com is actually Gada wallet, and I'm gonna put the link to that video actually in the card up here. Anyway, as usual, if you have any questions about Crypto.com, their cashback cards, or anything related to Crypto.com, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, or even better, check the link in the pinned comment or description down below to join our Discord server, where you can discuss Crypto.com and pretty much every other project I've covered in the past with me and the community there. But it doesn't stop there. You can also participate in our daily giveaway that we're running there and basically receive Bitcoin just for being active on our server. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.